We have learned how the prototype chain works. In this lesson, we will take a look at how JavaScript itself uses prototype chain. Let's create a new variable, message, and assign a string to it. We can access the string using the variable name. The type of operator will regard the message variable as a string. But if we type message dot, we will get a long list of suggested properties and methods. Take a close look at this list. All these properties and methods are what we use to operate strings. Only objects can have properties and methods. So what happened here? How does a string have so many properties and methods? String is a primitive type value. JavaScript handles it by converting it into a wrapper object. All string-related properties and methods are stored in this object. We call this process type coercion. Number and Boolean are handled the same way. So, despite what type of says, message is actually an object. Its constructor is the string constructor. As a result, message._proto points to string.prototype. String is a global object JavaScript uses to handle strings. Its prototype stores all string-related properties and methods. The string wrapper object can inherit them via the prototype chain. String.prototype is constructed by the object constructor. Its _proto points to object.prototype. As a result, the wrapper object that inherits it can also access object.prototype. This is how the wrapper object gains the object processing power. Next, we create another variable, list. This time we assign an array to it. JavaScript treats array as object, so list here is actually an object. This is why if we type list dot, we will see a long list of suggested properties and methods. For example, using the push method, we can add a new element into the list array. Now the list array has 4 elements. But if we try to connect the push method to message, we will get an error report. This is because the array object and string wrapper object inherit different prototypes and therefore have different properties and methods. Let's open the array. We can see below the 4 elements, there is an _proto property. It points to array.prototype. The JS engine handles arrays using the array constructor. All array-related properties and methods are stored in array.prototype. Just like the string prototype, the array prototype also points its _proto to the object prototype. Other data types, like function, number, and Boolean, are handled in the same way. The JS engine will create a wrapper object for them. The wrapper object will inherit the prototype from the corresponding constructor.